What's up, YouTube? Nice sunny day, New York. We only get those after it rains like cats and dogs the previous day. But nice enough to be outside working on the Porsche. So today, I'm going to be working on the rear wing. And I already have it kind of designed up, but I want to test out the measurements. As you can see, we have this piece of cardboard here, and I believe it measures about 23.5 from the base of the bumper to the top. Why it's sitting here? Well, because this bumper is solid steel. Like, they don't make them like they used to anymore. So this will be a perfect mount.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh no. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. This thing measures to about 23.5, around there. And I think it will be a nice wing stand, because the goal of the wing stand is to not be higher than the roof. I kind of want the wing to be level with the roof, because that's just how aerodynamics work. So in order to get all the good wind that comes off the roof, it needs to smack the spoiler, give the spoiler some more downforce, give the rear some more downforce, put more force to the tires, more grip, yada yada yada. So I think we might come up, I think this might be it. This might be it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the design up on the screen right here. And yeah, let's take it to Ray and have him turn it into a nice, beautiful piece, I believe, of 1/2 inch aluminum. Yo, bro. You got space for this? You said where? Sit in the back seat.
Let me see. Let me see. Let's see if it can fit in the trunk.
Okay, let's pick this giant.
I'm not a gym teacher, but I got a lot of balls. Pause.
That could mean more than one thing, but okay. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna fit in here. Nice. Alright, so fast forward in time here. We have our wing plates nice and sanded. Look at that. Oh, that looks so good in the sun. So, we also drilled out M12 holes so we can mount these plates to this bumper. Also went ahead and removed the bumper guards, if you guys see those. Now we have a completely naked bumper that needs to be cleaned badly. But now these removed, this can sit flatly on here now. So I think I might sand this down a little bit so it curves around the bumper more. We won't get that teeter-totter. But even though when it's sanded, when it's bolted, you won't get any movement at all. But that's about that. So that's the only thing with this. So let's go ahead and sand that. Before we do that, let's size this up really quickly. Damn. These are nice. So the goal is to mount it in between where, if you guys remember when I did my, I believe it was 997 strip taillights, there's a seam right here where the center taillight is, and then the two sides, both on both sides. So the goal is to actually block that seam with the wing mounts, so kind of more or less moving it over and putting it right in the middle. That way it looks seamless from the back, unless, you know, if you get too close and you'll see it, but then I'll just tell you that you're too close. So that's more or less the goal. So we're gonna have to line this up basically with the tail light, and then basically go from there. So we'll make our marks, sand this down, and throw these nice M12 Allens in here, and then vice versa with a nut on the bottom. I wanted to tap the bumper since it is metal, but I feel like a nut and bolt solution will be a lot more simpler and stronger. So let's go ahead and just get started. Next day here, you can see we have Nevada over there heavily working on his Evo. All right, so back to this. So this is a pole pin that's going to be acting as our quick release for this. I know it's kind of huge, kind of overkill, but you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little overkill. You'll barely see it anyway. Most likely be around here. And just confirming, I definitely have to take out this bolt. So definitely that bolt cannot stay there no more because how huge this thing is. So that's more or less how we're going to do it. We also have this for the back side. Now this is going to go across like this, most likely this way, and with the wing mount on, when I loosen this clamp or just lift it up, you guys know how a bicycle latch works. Lift it up, loosen the tension, pull this pin, and the whole thing will lean back towards me, giving me access to my trunk. So it's hard to give you a proper demonstration with one hand and all that stuff. So let's just get to work. Damn, that looks amazing. The wing mounts are finally holding themselves up. Look at that. Look at that. That is clean. That's lower than the roof line, which means when we put the wing on top, it should be just either level with the roof line or slightly above, because there's no reason to catch all the air up here. There's really no reason for that. So this will be perfect. These look good. Now we have to work on the quick release. You can see that I added the bicycle clamps and I turned them downwards because it looks better downwards. I can always loosen these up, which I might just do it right now on camera. If I loosen these up, I can lift it up, and now it can rotate all the way back. This little notch right here in the metal goes down and locks into place right there. That's what prevents it from moving up. That's why we had to mill it, lift it up, and now we can go back as far as we need to. So the goal is to hook on this quick release. That way I can just pull this side and pull that side, I guess with like a two-hand kind of motion. Loosen up both of these. Well, I'll loosen up both of these first, then grab both of these, pull them, and then the whole wing will come back, giving us space for, you know, activities in the trunk. So that's actually pretty cool. All right, so scratch that idea. We actually found these nicer pins that we can use to lock this in. We're also going to get like one of those cable ties and strap it down, so that way this thing can never get lost, and they fit better. So basically the other one has a steel ring around it, cannot be welded to aluminum. So since that can't be welded to this, we have this little pin here, and we're going to put this in there.
What's up, YouTubers?
Yeah, we got my man G out here. What do you think of the wing, man?
Awesome.
Almost there.
Big
Almost
wing
there.
gang.
Yeah, facts. Sheesh. All right, time to introduce the wing. This, yes, it looks bad, but listen, it was free. All thanks to Derek. I'll put his Instagram on the screen here. But that's actually pretty cool. I'm just gonna move all the way to one side. As you can tell, it's too short. That's the next thing we have to do. Make this thing longer. But basically, let's lift that over here. Basically, that's how I want it. The end plate level with the wide body. So you can see it's kind of like that. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's kind of how it's supposed to look. So when you pair that up with looking over here, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. That is the goal right there. I'm about satisfied with that. Didn't come out too bad. Now our wing lifts up and tilts back. Perfect. Now we just gotta find a way to lock it so when we lift it, it can lock into place. It's leaning back here. Made the hole a little bit bigger and use the same pin that locks this here. Might as well give it a second purpose and lock it there. Why not? Completely solid. Don't have to worry about the wing coming off of that. Right now for the top, I'm thinking about doing something really adjustable. So, you guys know all about Heim joints. I actually didn't know that Heim joint was actually just a brand. It's called rod ends. If you guys see, I used rod ends on my Hydro a long time ago. When you twist it, brings it forward, brings it back, and allows it to swivel just in case if it needs to. So if we use something like that on here, we would be able to have an infinite amount of angle for the wing. That way if I go on track and I need super downforce, I can just launch it all the way up, or none at all, just completely straight. So that sounds like a pretty good goal. All right, so here's what we have to make our wing mount that mounts to the wing adjustable. So we have this nice thinner piece of aluminum. You can see the depth. And we have this clevis heim joint and a regular heim joint, 3/8 to be exact. So the goal is to hard mount this like this. That way the back end can pivot like this to give us whatever, you know, angle of attack that we need or want at the moment. So sadly we're gonna have to cut this beautiful piece of aluminum right about here, just to give us some space so we can have our heim joint and our rod. Don't know how long I want to make this rod yet. This is a 5/8 aluminum 6061 rod that we're going to tap right hand and then left hand thread, so that way we can, you know, move the wing up and down easy. That honestly looks good. I actually kind of like this. So you can see we went with this splitter rod setup. So if I tighten it, goes up, loosen it, goes back down. So that's really cool. That is really cool. This entire assembly is separate from the mount itself, so which makes it stronger in the long run. And it's kind of offset, so that means I can push the wing mounts more further out. Don't know what that, you know, equates to, but honestly, I think it looks cool. It gives it like a nice little double element kind of thing. So yeah, overall I'm happy with this. Heim joints came out nice. The black paint on this thing just looks mean. Looks really mean. I love the way that looks. Let's put the wing on. Yeah, I'm loving this look. I am loving this look. So you can see we can just easily adjust the pitch of the wing after I make the mounts for the wing. This, damn, super sturdy because we put that bar in the center. Damn, I'm loving this thing. This thing came out, oh, this thing looks mean. Yeah, just loving my work. All right, so that's about it for this video. Next step, we're going to be working on the wing. We're going to extend it out probably like 20 millimeters and then recarboning the entire wing. So that should be a fun project. I'll get to work with carbon fiber. Well, again, you guys will get to see my skills with carbon. You can see this is just completely trashed. We're also going to make some new end plates as well, because these things don't go with the whole sharp look I'm trying to go with. But yeah, so that's about it. So we're going to head on over to onsystemhack.co, get all your System Hack needs situated like this. Well, I'm not wearing the shirt right now, but that beautiful 944 Evo t-shirt. So comment, rate, and subscribe. never forget, never stand wide fine.